It is 12:30 inside the Easy Skanking. You know what time it is. Big up to the Easy Skankers. This one's a look here. I am waiting for RTS with Grammy Pyramid. From the Grammy winning album, The Calling. Title track, you know. With a name that embodies both strength and wisdom, Kabaka Pyramid is not only a musician but a cultural force to be reckoned with. From the Grammys to Canada's Juno Awards, he is recognized internationally for his work. His powerful lyrics, rooted in reggae and infused with elements of hip hop, tackle pressing social and political issues while inspiring fans to think critically and act consciously. Drawing from his deep spiritual beliefs and rich cultural heritage, Kabaka Pyramid effortlessly blends thought provoking messages with infectious rhythms, captivating audiences around the globe. And today we're absolutely honored and grateful that he could take time out of his busy schedule. Yes, we waited a year and it was worth the wait to journey with none other than International Grammy star Kabaka Pyramid. Welcome, Kabaka, and thank you for agreeing to take us on your awesome journey.
Yeah, man. Blessing. It's been a long wait, but definitely glad for do this. I've
Yes.
seen a lot of the episodes over the years, and it always I look forward to my time for share the journey and thing. And we give thanks for all the support over the years from the I and the whole IRFM. You don't know.
Absolutely. And we're absolutely proud of you. Like we're seeing you on the international stage, just wherever you are, like doing it big and that makes our hearts smile. So continue doing it and we're ready. Now,
Yeah, man. Give thanks, man.
one of the things I realized, like just in doing the research, I realized that you have done so many interviews, but you don't necessarily talk about yourself. You're always talking about issues. You're always talking about the culture. You're always talking about the music. And I think this is why today is going to be so epic because we're here to talk about you. And let's begin
Yeah.
with your foundation. What was it like
Yeah.
for Karen growing up in Kingston, Jamaica? Take us to those early years.
Well, I mean, I always had a good upbringing, and you're right. I don't normally get to talk about these things, and we give thanks for the opportunity. Is interesting because as an artist, I never really have the typical journey. I think, within the music, you always find, that music comes out of, or the urge to do music comes out of struggle and sufferation and these type of things. And, for me, it was a bit unorthodox for me to even venture into music because, I grew, my parents, sent me to good school and things like that. I went to, I live University Crescent, I went to Mona Prep, all of these kind of things. And, I had a good childhood, play sports and all of these things. I wasn't really so much into the music like that earlier because I guess I wasn't as exposed because my mother now, she grew up, she raised us very kind of reserved and Christian. So I never grew up with whole heap of like reggae music I playing at my house and things like that. It's
Mm-hmm.
like grace thrillers and them kind of thing and pure gospel music, you know what I mean? Like so really and truly, my parents them they separated when I was about 8. So, I spent a lot of time with my mother and then I would go and stay with my father and thing. Me and my two brothers them. So my younger brother was just born at the time, but I had my older brother, Kevin. And so sometime we'd go stay with moms and then pure gospel music we listen. And then when we go stay with daddy now, hold on. That's when me da get for like, listen to some of the CDs them and the albums them with him have. So it would have like a component set with some CDs and then I listen like Bujo Banton, Till Shiloh.
Hey.
And I remember him did have Shaggy, Boombastic. So
Mm-hmm.
me always I go back and forth between them two albums there. you know, so especially the Buju, like certain song we could have recite from start to finish, you know, and thing. And when we are go country with my father now, you know, like whether we are go stay at, you know, hotel or whatever it is, or go river, go visit family in a country and thing, you know, he would always have him CD them in the car. I remember him did have a, I think it was a Honda, did have a Honda Accord or a Civic one at a time them. And him did have like a 6 CD changer in the car. And him always a pure Bob Marley CD and like all a one Dennis Brown or so. So a pure Bob Marley we listen when we go country, and him always a brag about how him they got this underground record store in England and buy every Bob Marley album. You know, and it's a man where him always I tell the same story them over and over. You know? So we hear about that one day whole heap of time. You know what I mean? So them thing that was really my introduction to the music. And then as I said, like, I never really grew up. I listen to a whole heap of dancehall and reggae, like on the radio, or, you know, I never gone a big stage show as a little youth or nothing like that. So I really, how me would I know about certain songs on the TV? Because, you know, you had JBC and CVM and everything that like, because there was a period where I never have no cable or nothing like that and thing, and I just, them two channel there where I watch. So me I see like, you know, some Shinehead video and Ainika Mosey, and you know, I remember Here Comes the Hot Step was one of my favorite songs. Them just through me, I see the video. And you know, them time when you see video up on TV, is usually the artists them will get some kind of international signing or whatever, and them do proper video and it show up on TV, you know. So mostly them kind of commercial stuff I would have get to see, you know, and other than that, I just pure gospel music, you know, and then I guess we can talk about school. So I actually started prep school a year early. So I started when I was 3. Normally you start when you're 4. So all of my brethren them when we go to school, right throughout from kindergarten, go straight to grade 6. I did have a choice to make at grade 6, where it was like I could take my common entrance and no, actually I wasn't allowed to take the common entrance, I think because of my age. So I could have, like, my father did have a connection to get me into like Arden if I wanted to go, you know. But I decided to repeat grade 6 and stay back with my rightful age group. So that was kind of, it's recently me I look back on my life and I realize that was kind of like you know, like a depressing moment for me in my life. You know, almost you could have said
stay
traumatic.
back in grade 6?
Yeah, because all of my brethren them when I grow with, like my best friend was in my year, you know, and him gone to high school, everybody gone to high school, and then me I stay back with this set of youths where younger than me, and boys like me is kind of like the outsider, but at the same time, them respect me kind of because, you know, so it was this kind of mixed feeling, but the benefit of it is we did all the tests them and all the exam them, so I did know all the answers to everything. So by the time me, you know, when me I do grade 6 now, me I get pure 95, 98, 100 from the test them, and my pick first choice was Campion. I end up getting for Campion and things. So that was one of the benefits them. It's like I wouldn't say like I was the brightest youth before that still, but it's like that kind of set me up to give me this confidence in myself, like on a level. So by the time I reach Campion now, it's like, you know, my daddy, and that's when I meet all of my crew, you know, like Abby and Dwayne and Dane and the whole, you know, them time, you know, as a youth, you know, them kind of introduced me to like dancehall and thing in terms of like when we go football training now and the man them a sing all of the hot song them, so me would have know about Wagwana Road.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
and yeah, so me would have know. And then, you know, cause even them time they still like, so great. So first farm now, I moved to College Green in a Hope Pastures with my mother. And we did just get cable TV them time there. So really and truly when me at home, me I watch cable and it's like them time I start getting to BET and MTV and here comes hip hop. You know, this is 96, this is just after Biggie Smalls dead. him dead in a March, I believe 96, the same year. And, July, September, we start in school and thing, and I just pure hip hop me I listen like P. Diddy and the family, and cause them a run off BET, and them a run the whole thing them time. But quickly me start gravitate towards the more deeper rapper them like Wu-Tang Clan and them kind of man, Nas, and it's like my crew at school now. The whole of we usually walk around in a big crew. First we did start call ourselves Dirty Glass, cause we did love Dirty Cup. Like we have Sean Paul and Lugaman and Kid Corrupt. That was like with inspiration. It's almost like me never ever really preach at the time, say them was kind of like uptown similar to like me and my brethren them, but we did just love the music. You know what I mean? It's like after a while me start realize the connection, but there was just something about like Sean Paul where me did just connect with, especially as a lyrical artist. And because me I get into hip hop now, it's like me I start studying lyrics. And even from before me was a man, because I tell you, like when I listen Till Shiloh album, I used to study all of the lyrics. I'm a living while I'm living to the Father I will pray. Only him know how I can sing the whole song. So I did always want to learn and study lyrics. So between the hip hop and then dancehall now, like Baby Sham, Bounty Killer, them man they were pre. Remember Spragga Benz was a big influence on me early because of him lyrics. And then me did always I watch out for see when the man them collab with the hip hop artists them like Change Just Like the Weather, Bounty and Busta Rhymes, and when them do the song them with Coca Brothers and Fugees and them kind of thing. Even before me start first one, me did visit my family in England with my mother, my brother them, and Fugees. That's some of them are run off the whole of England. Like every radio station you hear Fugees just a play right throughout the day. So I become a big fan of them too, and then Bounty Killer collaboration with them, so that they mean even more to it.
But Kabaka, with you finding yourself, as a youngster and realizing your love for the music from taking your tricks to country with your dad and listening to the music, did your mom at any point in time, like picked up on this newfound love for music and your passion for hip hop? And what was that conversation like?
So, mom was always like, "What kind of boogie you got to say I played at the house?" That was always the vibe. So like when mommy there now, we have to turn the TV down low because certain thing. And then when we start to buy albums now, them time we can't make mommy hear because the bad word them. So we can't make her hear certain thing. Cause I remember I bought P. Diddy and the Family album. I went to New Jersey in '98 and I bought a DJ Clue album and a Sway and Tech and DJ Revolution. And the only reason why I bought these albums is because Cannabis had songs on them. And that was like my favorite rapper at the time. So Cannabis, Big Pun, I don't, maybe Eminem just did start come out. And these are all like top level lyricists. You know what I mean? So between that now and when we start listening radio, I sat there and start record, when radio play. Others, I don't know if we can call up other stations because we're at IRE, but we listen to IRE, we listen to a couple other things at the time. And it's like me usually record when the dancer come on, I hear the dancer juggling rhythm them like Street Sweep and Broke Out and Playground rhythm. Like them rhythm that we just like we are listening radio just for hear them thing there. And when we start go probably like in third form we start go party and them thing. And it's like we can't leave the party unless we hear a certain song. You know what I mean? And that was the vibe. So mom but early out I remember mom didn't want me to join the choir because moms love singing. Now, mom's probably listening, but moms is not the best singer. You understand? But moms love singing. She just love it, and she sing with passion. That's what I love about her too. But it's like me, me kind of did have my struggles with just singing. Like I was never,
Mm-hmm.
I always tell people I never born with any kind of singing talent. Like I did join the choir and I did mostly two sessions. I want to forget what them choir practice. And then
Mm-hmm.
I realized, nah, this is not me. This is not me. you know, but
So,
I kind of regret it to this day because if I did do it, I'd have better off as an
yeah.
artist. But and the
But
same thing with piano lesson. Like I did do mostly 2 or 3 piano lesson and I just stop. Like I never have no discipline them time. You know,
but
them time I just want to play game, video game, and I just want to play sports and I want to there playing a piano and a singing and a choir and them kind of thing.
before I ask you this question, we're going to take a quick time signal. Don't go anywhere. Stick and
Yeah.
stay.
The Grace Kennedy Financial Group made life easy.
Visit GraceKennedyFinancialGroup.com. One group, one goal for you to live a graceful life.
The time is
It is now 12:46. If you're just joining us, we're on the road to success and we're journeying with none other than Kabaka Pyramid. So here it is, Kabaka. At a young age, you understood that, singing wasn't your thing, but you also have this love for the music, a passion as a young lyricist. Like, you identified with that. At what point on your journey was that seed planted in your heart that, you can actually be a star? You wanted to be an artist. When did that realization come to you?
So all right. I was always one of the man them where I get the most joke in a class. Like we did always want that attention and but not really like on a ego thing. It's like me they just want to make people happy and make people laugh certain way.
Mm-hmm.
So me remember me do things in front of the whole assembly and just a run joke and thing. When them think me I go say something serious, me just say some foolishness and the whole school start laugh and them that was me. So me did always kind of have this thing like me want to be a star, me want to be the center of attention certain way. And when we start getting into the music now, I really started from the sound system, where they start a sound called Time Bomb. Now, after the name Dirty Glass never lasts too long. They end up changing the name to Bomb Squad, and I don't remember where the name come from. I probably me they just make it up. But it's like that became our thing. And then Time Bomb was the sound. So at Bomb Squad, the crew, and Time Bomb was the sound. So me and Dean and Abby and the whole of we usually like, all right. So me did into my father was a businessman. He had one of the first, if not the first, computer store in Jamaica, around a Hagley Park Road. So I grew up around computers. Like in the summer, me used to work for my father and like fix computer and build computers from scratch and everything. So we always had computer at home. So when we start learn about certain software and thing like, Cool Edit and Acid Pro and all of them things, me just quickly figure out how to put the dancehall acapella them over the hip hop beats. So we usually see like, Renaissance and Code Red and Black China them and all of these sounds doing this remix thing. So we kind of follow and take inspiration off of them. Copper Shot and these sounds, uptown. So when we have a party and Sweet 16 and them thing, and them sound the way I say and the remix thing was this big thing. So, me kind of figure out how to do the remix them quick. So we start with some mix CDs and I hand them out in a school and then we start, put the sound together and buy a record and all and cut dub plate and them things. So this was like fourth, fifth form. So we really start do the sound thing. I would start keep certain party and them kind of thing, and and that was the whole thing. So it's really the sound system thing when we get into the music. But we did have a brethren now named Odin where in our class, and the two away did just rate Big Pun and Cannabis. So we eventually we start like writing out lyrics and a clash with each other in a class and them thing. Like me would have write out some lines and him would have write out some lines. And so it kind of start from penning out. Like me not even really figure out some want like verbalize or anything. We just write out the lyrics them. So it was really always like a mental thing for me. Like me's a very cerebral person. So when it comes to lyrics and them kind of thing, it start out like that. Then we start for kind of back and forth freestyling and them thing. Cause in a class you always have the man them can beat the rhythm pandex and we always sing with dancehall song them and them thing. So that was part of the upbringing too. But when it come to like just what me was passionate about, it was kind of hip hop because like it just, I guess the fact say I never really have to worry about melodies and yeah, sing on a particular pitch or them thing that me couldn't really do. So hip hop just became an easy expression for me. It was just like talking with a pattern and rhyme scheme. So the whole thing for me was about just being technical with how many syllables you get for rhyme and all that. Sometimes it never ever matter what me I talk about. It's just how technical is the rhyme scheme. That's all that it matter to me. And it's the rapper them when you listen to Wu-Tang Clan and some of them man, you don't even know what the man them a talk about. The man them just say some abstract thing, but it just sounds so wicked. So that was kind of my schooling. And then I actually in a fifth form, we usually get in a peer trouble and thing. Them time we start getting a whole heap of fight and thing and not no gun thing or no knife thing or whatever. But you don't know. We just fist fight and them thing and we have a party and I get in a fight and then one at a time I end up beat up this me in a fifth form and beat up this lower sixth form youth right by the staff room. So all the teacher them watch a fight and thing and then them, some upper six youth, then end up have part the fight and thing and them end up get suspended. So
no, not Kabaka.
But the 2 days of like going school and have to do like janitor work at school for the suspension punishment.
Wow.
Because of them thing there and like, other things were going. I remember one time where I played ball, I needed, I play course in a fifth form. That was the first time I actually did discipline enough to continue training and say I met the team. Because as I said, I never disciplined. From first form, I usually go like a football training, then stop. If I feel like I not get no game, I just get discouraged and stop. But fifth form now, I actually met the team and thing. But, I dep on the bench and remember some country school there or Spanish town or one of them places there. And I must try rough up Abbey one time on the field. I remember I rushed on the field and ready for rush the youth to that and they end up hold me back and things. So I never actually get to him, but just the fact that them see me do that, when we reach back school today, them take away my jersey and tell me suspended from the team and all kind of things. So, I feel like some of them little thing there is why them never accept me into sixth form at Campion. So when it's actually in summer after one football training, because I train for Manning Cup them time and them, I play practice match and I start now, I say, yeah, sixth form, Manning Cup, ray. And after training one day, the dean of discipline and the coach them asked me to stay back after training. And them tell me, say, them not accept me in a sixth form and thing. Wow. So I remember I walk home that day, I walk and I just start ball like me. I said, Jano, I now go sixth form with all of my brethren them. Because my grades them was good. But we get couple one, couple twos and thing in a CXC. It's like 6 subjects I end up with. Like English literature, I never from reach I can't pay I fail literature. But never read no book.
That is ironic.
I never love reading at all. Trust me.
So at what point?
None of the literature book them will get, we never finish not one of them. So, but we are gonna get to when we start read and them things.
Right, because that was my next question, because your journey is so rich that it cannot be told in an hour. 1 hour cannot suffice any at all. Just in the interest of time, no. So here it is, and we're really happy for that story because right now you are, a model entertainer for a lot of persons, and here it is hearing just the gritty details of your story, get in a fights, and like a lot of youths can relate to. At what point, Kabaka, did you there was a turning point? Was it when you found Rastafari, and how did that happen?
So that's how I get to right now. I try to keep it, I try to speed it up now. So when I never get accepted into sixth form, my mother migrated in 2000. This was summer of 2001. So we end up getting to George's, and I did like 1 semester at George's. And then, but that summer now, I when I start for Bon Herb. So at
Hey.
them time, they know it's like a peer herb thing, and like my parents, them I find out and then vex, and my father, I check anytime I reach home and them kind of things. So, that was the whole vibe. All our brethren them, we just has one beer herb and things. So my mother never liked that. So she said to get me away from all of that now, bring me up to Florida with her. So them time I migrate January 2002. And I just did it with my mother. I couldn't get into no school at the time because the year already start. So I just did it now. They are foreign, nana herb. Just in one complex, I go to the gym every day. I lift beer weights and things. So when I reach, I end up start college because I couldn't continue high school because I already did CXC. So I start college in March, and then I end up take a break for the summer. I go back to Jamaica now, link up back with all of my brethren. And then that summer now, where I drive around and I go party and all of them things. Remember one of my brethren, an older brother, I drive around and I want to deport him. And Abby did have this cassette with like maybe about 14 Sizzler songs on it and like 5 Buju songs on the 2 sides of the cassette. And where I listened to that CD there for the whole summer. That cassette, I listened to that cassette there for the whole summer. And it come in like the music just took me over. I'm not telling a lie. Like it's like a spiritual experience when I listen them Sizzler. They're like Crazy John, Homeless, and Holding Firm, and Love is Divine, and trust me, them song they just it really, and them time they're on a Barbican Terrace, and we did it with the youth them round there, so I burn up beer chalice, and I end up a reason with a Ras who was Sizzler best friend at Dunoon, or at least that him tell me, and the man started tell me beer story about Sizzler, and it's like it come in like me just start worship the man because it sound away though. But it's like the man I talk about Sizzler in like this mythical way. And just I talk about how the man educated and about how the man take the thing serious and just militant, and then me I listen to the man them songs, and to me, I never hear no music where have no influence over me like them Sizzler them. So when we reach after that summer, then now reach back a foreign and thing, and cause them me grow up and eat pork and beef and chicken, fish, everything. But you see, by October, I cut out everything in a 1 week. So that summer when I start listening to Sizzler them, they cut out pork. I stop eat pork. But when I reach back now in a 1 week, from beef to fish to everything, I just cut out in a 1 week, and I just never look back. Till this day, I'm still idle from them time there. I'm start twist up my ear and all of them something there, and I just listen. Remember, them time you have like Beer Share and them downloading platforms. So I just start search for every Sizzler song I can find. I did about 1,000 Sizzler songs in my Winamp playlist. I'm just listen Sizzler morning, noon, and night.
Wow.
And I just start twist up my ear. Then I start read about His Majesty. Then I get a book called Negus, and then I read about that and the legacy of the kings in Ethiopia, and then I read the Kebra Negas. And I just do beer research about Ethiopia and His Majesty and the Bible. I start read back my Bible with the context of Rastafari.
On that note, we have to take another break, so we have to break for the cash part. But we're really loving this, like boy, stick and stay, don't go anywhere.
When me use Island Fresh with aloe vera, it make me skin feel so much smoother. So if you want to feel better and smell fresher, use Island Fresh with aloe vera.
Manufactured by Island Products, 934-0666.
The time is...
It is now 1 o'clock. We're standing by. Listen up. Your top draw dollars, pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, hot pick, and cash pot lunchtime draws up next.
Welcome to the official live drawing of the Supreme Ventures Lottery Games. This could be your lucky day. Get your tickets out and let the games begin.
Good afternoon to you. It is a Thursday, March 21, 2024. I am Taiba and welcome to this afternoon's Supreme Ventures live game draw. Before we begin, here's a quick look at the mid-morning winning numbers. All Supreme Ventures live games, they are being supervised by the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Commission and observed by the independent auditing firm PwC. Let's put some money in your top drawer. We're at $600,000. So here are your winning top draw numbers and of course, good luck. First of our top draw this afternoon, we have the number 1. That's followed by 20. Your third number coming down is lucky number 10. After 10, we have a 7. Just in case you have plans for the jackpot, you're gonna need the number 2. And now, let's pick your player with our dollars game. I hope you're feeling lucky. The winning numbers are coming your way. Let's start dollars off with 22. Let's count up to 23. Your third winning dollars number for this afternoon is 27. That's followed by the number 12. Here comes the lucky number 18. 26 is next. Here comes the number 1. And then we have 20. Next of dollars. Lucky number 5. 29. Now next in line we have the number 35. Let's end dollars for this afternoon with the number 6. So now for some easy winnings with our Pick 2 game. The winning numbers are coming right up. First up, we have 15, your second Pick 2 number, also 15. Once again, 15 and 15 are your winning Pick 2 numbers. Up next, you can play it 3 ways. That's, of course, our Pick 3 game. Here we go. First up, we have an 8, your second Pick 3 number. 6, and your third and final number is 8. Once again, 8, 6, and 8 are your winning Pick 3 numbers. It's time to turn up your winnings. Get ready for Pick 4. Now, first up we have a 4, your second Pick 4 number. 5, the third number coming up. 7, and your fourth and final number is an 8. Once more, your winning Pick 4 numbers are 4, 5, 7, and 8. Now it's easy for win. What do you say we heat things up with that pick? Here we go. This afternoon's winning hot pick number is lucky number 11. Congratulations to all our hot pick winners. Again, your winning number is 11. And of course, now you can win all of $280 for every $10 winning cash pot bet. Let's get ready to play our cash pot game for Thursday, March 21, 2024. We know you live to play it, but can you win it? Get ready to be a big winner and let's see what the winning number is going to be. Your winning cash pot number is lucky number 8. Congratulations to all our cash pot winners. Again, your winning number is 8. Now let's mega your winnings and of course, good luck. What's it going to be for this afternoon? Here it comes. A white ball has been selected. And now it's time for the monster winning. So good luck once more. What's it going to be for monster? Here it comes. A white ball has been selected. Remember to go Mega and Monster 6 times per day for a cash pot for more chances to win. Again, the winning cash pot number is 8, Lucky Mark Belly, and a white ball is selected for Pick 3, Pick 4, Hot Pick, and a cash pot. And for Monster, a white ball was selected for cash pot. Let's have a look at the numbers, and of course, congratulations to everyone who won. 9 jackpot winners so far. Money Time Jackpot keeps recording hits after hits. It could be your time next to hit it, so play Money Time Jackpot now, only at Supreme Ventures. We just had our first Super Lotto winner for 2024, all of $163.5 million. Is it you? Check your tickets right now. Come back at 3 o'clock for more games you love to play. I am Taiba. Have a supreme afternoon.
Hope you were a big winner. Play your favorite Supreme Ventures games every day and tune in for our live draw 6 times a day at 8:30 a.m., 10:30 a.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m., and 8:25 p.m. on this station. Supreme Ventures, making winners every day.
That was the lunchtime top draw dollars, pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, hot pick, and cash pot draws. Congratulations to all of today's winners. Join us again at 3 p.m. for another chance to win in hot pick and cash pot special pot draws. If you're just joining us, we are on the road to success. We're journeying with none other than Grammy star Kabaka Pyramid. Now, before the cash pot break, Kabaka, you were talking to us about listening to Sizzla and how his music helped you to find Rastafari and ultimately, where you are today.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So when we listen to your songs, from Mystic Man to Choppings, featuring Massacre, understanding your foundation and what you just told us, that basically explains why, the music that you do, we hear the influences of hip hop, and here it is the reggae influence from listening to Sizzla Kalonji. So let us fast forward now to your first song. Do you remember your first recording that gave you recognition among the Jamaican people, and what was that feeling like for you?
Yeah, so the first project I released that kind of put me on the map was Rebel Music, but I wouldn't say any of those songs. Maybe Warrior with Protege was a song that kind of people knew. Like it's always a song when I touch the stage, I'm sing it, my sister people know it, but it's not like a song where they play on radio or anything like that. But like, I think No Capitalist was the first one on the Tropical Escape Rhythm, where kind of people start to hear, Kabaka, on the radio and certain thing. And it wasn't necessarily one of the biggest songs on the juggling still, but, because of that, I start get some exposure, and then, like start a voice for Frost, Never Gonna Be a Slave, all of them kind of song that kind of start get like a rotation. I start hearing myself on the radio a little more regular. But I would say Me Alright with Chronics and the Rising Sun Rhythm was the first song I could say was like a hit song in Jamaica. Even though you don't know, enough people have it as a Chronic song, but you don't know, like me have 2 verse on it and or 3, whatever, 2.5, and it's like definitely that was a song where if police stop me and them say who you is, I'm say I'm a Kabaka prayer. Which song you sing? We can sing that one day, and them know, and them deal with me different. You know what I mean? So that was a song, the first one where we could have said like the average Jamaican know that and thing, and then I would have said Well Done Now was the one where really made me kind of like more of a household name, I would say. 2015 them time, Well Done, that's the first like solo song where I get proper rotation, and like the average Jamaican would have know that song then, whether them call it. Some people say, yeah man, are you sing the song about congratulations? or Mr. Politician man, and them thing that, so yeah, them time things start to really pick up certain way, and that was actually the first song working with Gang. So I remember a mutual friend send me a rhythm and said, Gang, want me to voice on it as a juggling, because that rhythm was actually on Wayne Marshall album where Gang did produce. And that's when I write the song. I remember I was over doing it people them yard, and we there watch a Champions League game, and after the match done now, we just write out the whole lyrics from start to finish. I mean, I don't normally do that. Normally it's either them time and just start for kind of vibe songs in studio where I'm not even penciling down much, but I just sing what come to me and think. But them time I write out the whole lyrics from start to finish, and and then I send it to Gang and Gang love it, and I fly up to Miami and dead a while and him engineer and mix it off and thing, and that's when him start to show say, yo, he would have loved to work with me more, and him been observing what go on, and him want to do a couple albums, at least
Wow.
one and thing, and it's from them time, the early 2015, that's when the link really start. That's almost 9 years ago now,
I
so
know. Wow. And would you say like even that connection with Damian Marley has helped you to evolve as an artist as well?
100%, 100%. 'Cause Gang is a man where I go tell it like it is. Him not go sugarcoat anything. If him feel like me need for improve in any area, him go tell me. And certain things with melody and certain things with my voice and like timing and these things, him always emphasize. And that's the thing. Like a lot of artists in the business, them grow up having mentors or people for guide them certain way. But when me started, it was just me and my brethren them from school days, and all we had was each other, and a lot of the craft that I was, building for myself, a lot of it was around hip hop because I actually felt more comfortable rapping at first. So I kind of spent years honing my craft as a rapper while still working on my sing J, DJ style, But less time was put into that. So it's really over the years now, I felt comfortable now to kind of step out as a reggae artist. Because I have hip hop mixtapes and them thing that where I did drop and did a promote and like I touch the street and I print CDs and all of them things. So like I could have been a rapper easily, but you don't know. Reggae music is still the heartbeat and the foundation and the source. And as a Rasta youth, I always felt like the messages I want to bring across, reggae is a platform for that. So I did always kind of want to be like a sizzler, like, even Damian Marley himself was a big influence too. Remember Still Searching was like one of the big tunes them for we as youth. And then, obviously we watch everything with It Was Written and them big song there and then Jam Rock. And so Gang kind of became the blueprint of, how I want to see myself as an artist. And then obviously Stephen Marley with the sound and everything, and him kind of represent the sonics of what I love, like blending the hip hop production with the reggae, with still that rooticalness in it. And yeah, these are some of the pillars. Like Capleton now, I watch how Capleton perform. Same with Anthony B. Like I go up on tour with Anthony B. I'm see, I do some shows with him. I'm study him craft. I'm see how him handle the crowd and all of them things. So I kind of get the performance influence from Capleton and Anthony B. And like, Buju is a big influence too, just overall, just as an artist and using your voice and your style and your pattern and all of them things. So, we take a little bit from all of these artists.
And it's very important what you said, because here it is, you understood in the moment that you don't know everything. You understood also your limitations. How important is it, Kabaka, especially for entertainers who are listening now and their egos are so big and, they can't hear anything. How pivotal is it to listen and have these mentors and take constructive criticisms in order to be great?
For me, it's pivotal. It's crucial. You know what I mean? Like, I think sometimes I go to the other extreme where I can't even be too hard on myself or like too critical. Enough people, them see it and them pre like it's almost like a lack of confidence, but it's not really that. It's just, may I observe everything, every detail, I know some want to improve. So for me, to point it out, that's a quick way for you to address it and for work on it, But you definitely have some people who don't already yet, but them have all the confidence in the world. And then now you have people where them confidence is what make their music sell and make people love them, even if them not technically as gifted, but them confident in themselves. So that's why we said, the song Believe. You have to be confident in yourself. But to me, having guidance and having mentors and actually listening is a critical element for sure.
We're going to take a quick break. When we return, we will talk to Kabaka about his Grammy win.
enjoy the flavor. The taste that you savor. Share with your friend and your neighbor. The taste that you favor. Join the rhythm, enjoy the flavor. The taste that you savor. Share with your friend and your neighbor. The taste that you favor.
Grace Tropical Rhythms. Join the rhythm.
9 jackpot winners in just 2 weeks. Money Time Jackpot keeps recording winners. It could be your time next to hit it. So play Money Time Jackpot now, only at Supreme Ventures.
National Rapid True Values Home Improvement Extravaganza. 15% off selected tiles. Get tiles for less than a party. Deals on shower enclosures, solar lights, houseware, tools and more. March 22 to 27. Conditions apply. Start right, start here. National Rapid True Value.
Ready to experience 6 times more freshness in your clothes? Try Downy Scent Beads. Its fragrance is so amazing, you have to sniff it to believe it. Try Downy Scent Beads today. 6 times more freshness versus using detergent alone.
What are we gonna do tonight?
Same thing we do every night. Take over the streets.
We're taking over!
St. Elizabeth, the RFM street dance is coming your way.
With Junction taking the spotlight on Saturday, March 23.
From 7 p.m. to 2 a.m., come feel the might of the reggae transformer. As we rock your town with juggling with the likes of DJ Sunshine.
Hey, yo, when you talk about DJ Sunshine, she ever solid.
DJ Kaz.
Hey, yo, DJ Kaz.
DJ Collision.
DJ Lollipop.
Kaboom! DJ Lollipop. Lady Timry and Daddy Vibes.
Lady Timry, keep it locked.
And DJ Teddy.
MC Teddy been there before.
Rock to the live performances from the likes of Ezron.
Just come between me and the old world.
General B.
Patricia, me talk until Mr. Mommy what?
Kippridge.
Me have a pen and me have some paper. Right now me I go write couple.
Anthony Cruz.
When you want to meet a country girl, when you want to meet a uptown girl.
Sativa the black one.
Sativa the black one.
And many more. Come win prizes and surprises.
Courtesy of our sponsors, including a 65-inch TV.
Catch the action live on the 107s or on all the Irie FM platforms, from the Irie app to IG, Facebook, TikTok, and X.
That's the RFM Junction St. Elizabeth Street Dance.
Saturday, March 23. It's a show you can't afford to miss.
The RFM Junction St. Elizabeth Street Dance is sponsored by
Dragon. Be the one. Be Dragon. Tiles R Us Limited, Ballers Alley Junction, St. Elizabeth. For all your tiles and bathroom fixtures, now stocking tools, electrical and lighting fixtures. Call 965-1896 Tiles R Us. Yardman Gas Station and Yardman Yasso Convenience Store. It's a Yardman thing. And All-Star Cut and Tad's Record, promoting Ginger's single titled Turn Up. Available on Spotify and Apple Music. Ginger Turn Up, All-Star Cut and Tad's Record, the ultimate reggae experience.
Be a thing, turn up on your feet, so right. You think turn up on your clothes, so tight. Be a thing, turn up.
Residents of Trelawney, the Jamaica Customs Agency is coming your way this Friday, March 22, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. for Customs Meets the Community, Town on the Community Tour Edition. Rio Buena, Duncans, and Clarkstown. Look out for us. The final stop is in Falmouth. Get info on contactless clearance or new mobile app and all things customs. Trelawney, Friday, March 22, 2024. Customs Meets the Community. Reaching our customers where they are.
Ready to experience 6 times more freshness in your clothes? Try Downy Scent Beads. Its fragrance is so amazing, you have to sniff it to believe it. Try Downy Scent Beads today. 6 times more freshness versus using detergent alone.
National Rapid True Values Home Improvement Extravaganza. 15% off selected tiles. Get tiles for less than a party. Deals on shower enclosures, solar lights, houseware, tools and more. March 22 to 27. Conditions apply. Start right, start here. National Rapid True Value.
Turn off mellow vibes. Saturday, March 30th at the Max Camp. 1,500 pre-sold, 2,500 at the gate. VIP 4,000 pre-sold, 6,000 at the gate. Tickets available at Collectibles, Kingston Ultimate Lounge, BD Greg, Gina's Pharmacy, and online at carrottix.com. It's Mellow Vibes. Saturday, March 30th at the Max Camp. Must be 18 years or older to drink. Drink and live responsibly. ID required.
Come up to my Bobsy boy and I.
Welcome back here inside the Easy Skanking. We are on the road to success and we're journeying with none other than Kabaka Pyramid. Now, Kabaka, before the break, I said I wanted to talk about your Grammy win. Now, after you won, you toured extensively to the point where RTS could not get you for a sit down because you were literally on the road. The highs, the lows, the challenges, and the memorable moments. Describe for us, what this experience was like for you.
Yeah, the Grammy thing now. Yeah, life-changing. I remember from the nomination, I was very surprised. I'm not gonna lie, but just grateful, totally grateful because. So it's one of them things that from we do the album, you have a good set of people where I tell you, yo, this a Grammy album. It have the Grammy thing about it. But me as a man, me not let them think they get to my head, certain way. So, we're always humble to the thing and always, me kind of find where sometimes when me have less expectation, that's when me see results. So me not try goat mouth things and get too ahead of myself. So that was my kind of approach to the whole thing. But when I got the nomination, I was like, whoa. You know what I mean? And you see the class of artists when I'm nominated with. So that was our next thing now where I remember, I don't know if it was IRFM or some platform did a poll to see who are going to win or thing like that. And I watch who the people I vote for and think. And I say, all right, cool, that I go on. Because I think mine was like the lowest, in terms of that. So I say, all right, cool, But you don't know. A lot of people vote for these things and them don't actually listen to music. So my thing was always, if you listen to my album, you have to vote for my album. That is how I felt about that set of albums that year. You know what I mean? And it's like, for me, may I say to myself, why if me don't win, I want Pro to win. Because, it's like, I know say him is a man where him I work hard over the years and him helped me out a lot to start my reggae career. You know what I mean? So that was my mess going in. But when Daddy on the day now, my Daddy and me, I said, boy, I'm not even think about whether or not me I go win. Because Daddy are full joy. You're there at the Grammys. No, we're there at the pre-ceremony. So it's basically, it's not the pre-telecast ceremony. So it's not the televised one. It's a different room. It's a different side of Staples Arena, but it's still a massive space. Like when you reach in, it's like this is still like the most sophisticated thing I ever got to. You know what I mean? In terms of an award.
And you
show
look
and
the
all of
part.
that.
Big up your
What's that?
stylist. I'm saying you look the part. Big up your stylist.
Yeah, we have to step out accurate, So yeah, that was a vibe. And my daddy with Mums Forward, Abby, Dwayne, Ronnie, Paul, Natalia, Dwayne, Pops, Uncle Dulu. I believe that was the whole team that forward. And we didn't know, we sit and watch the thing and I see whole heap of people. So like jazz musicians, rock and roll, classical musicians, all of these categories are being, announced and people doing them acceptance speeches. And it's literally not until about maybe 1 hour before, because we did it for about maybe 3 hours before them call reggae. And it's like within the hour, it's like me start thinking, I'm saying, what if I actually win? I mean, it's like literally at them time I start say, I had no speech plan, nothing like that.
Wow.
So it's them time that now I start for me. It's like, what me I gonna say? Like, because I'm seeing people win and it's like, is that really triggering in my mind? So it could actually happen. And then when them say reggae and them them call out the nominees again, then them say, did they call my name first? I think they said the calling first.
Mm-hmm.
And then they said Kabaka Pyramid. And it's like, just this overwhelming feeling just take over my body. And it's like my head just going on my hand and I'm just like, it's like I just fall onto my lap. I'm just dead for like about 10, 15 seconds and my mother jump up and I dance and Ronnie a scream and everybody a shout and yo, pure excitement. And it's like, I don't know, it was a sombering moment, but at the same time, it's like you feel like, I don't know, I never feel anything like that before. And then I get up and start walk, and then like my hair start pull out, and I just let flash it out, and just dead there, and like tears I fall from my eyes as I walk up there, and I kind of compose myself, and I'm dead there. And a lady, like before I start talk, a lady just said, Ja! I'm going to say, Rastafari live, and then like, I even met that lady after, I think I was at Reggae on the River last year, or Sierra Nevada, one of them festivals, and she introduced herself to me as like a media person. And yeah, I just, big up who me, big up Taiwo, our brethren where was murdered actually by a rapper where in our link, and big up Joe Mercer and just, gang and everybody, and mommy there with me, everybody there with me, and it was just, yeah man, it was a life-changing thing. From there, the whole thing just shift up. The whole trajectory of my career just shift up. And it's like people who did see Kabaka and respect Kabaka, but it's like them never give me that kind of ratings there now. It's like, you're them around people, or you walk in a room and it's like a different impact when you walk in a room now. And you see some of your favorite artists them and them see you, and it's like a different glow in them eye when them see a certain way, and it's like I say, all right, yeah, it's really a validation where people feel. For me, I'm still the same person, I'm still the same artist, but you can see the impact it have on everybody around you. And big up to my team and everybody for still remaining who we are and humble and thing, you know what I mean? And that has always been our thing, respectful, professional.
I really appreciate that story that you just told us, because I think in essence it basically confirms that the Grammy carries weight.
100%. 100%. No, you're gonna have the naysayers, you're gonna have the naysayers and the people that say, oh, it's because of Gang and the Marleys and Ray and all of that. But aside from them kind of thing, like for sure, the Grammy, definitely, it put you in a different category in people's mind and within the industry. So, we getting booking, we went to Reunion Island, went to Morocco, we went to Brazil, all of that was last year. Places we've never been before. The negotiations step up, the figures where you're getting for shows, all of these things. It's similar to getting like a big hit song or billboard. It's like it changed how people view you, it changed your negotiation, all of these things. It's definitely something to target. And for me, we got the overwhelming sense from everybody that, this was a win for everybody. It's like a win for the underdog certain way, a win for the people who go through the struggle and go through, because Kabaka was never the one who get the full highlight from everybody or whatever. But it's like we always put in the work consistently, and we always try to do the right thing and represent the music the right way. So it's like when people happy for we, them happy for we in a different kind of sense than even other artists. That's the vibe I got. It's like it just means so much to people, and it's something where I have a whole heap of pride about, for sure.
No, absolutely. But like you said, The Calling, I've listened to it multiple times, and it's one of those albums that I play in my house, on a Sunday, and you vibe, you do your work, and you do your chefings in the kitchen and them thing there. So I know it's a masterpiece, but Does this success for you, Kabaka, kind of pressure you when you think about your next album? And what's that like?
Yeah, for sure. There's a little bit of pressure. Is a raising of the standard. So, certain things where I could have fly before, we know say the next album, it have to connect, it have to be on that standard. Like not necessarily say we have to win another Grammy, but it's just the thing elevated now. It's not like, Kabaka is a good artist and he might try a thing certain way. No, it's like we have to set a standard now for the music, and for the works, the album, the live show, the presentation. Last year I shift up the whole way I structure my live show and step it up on a different level, and when people see it, then they must say, okay, we see the difference now and we see the growth and all of that. So definitely there's a pressure, but it's a good pressure. It's not the depressing type of pressure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's a motivation.
And you mentioned Joe Mercer in your Grammy acceptance speech, and you just highlighted that a short while ago. You were also in 9 Mile recently, for his tribute concert. You have a collaboration, Made It. What was that? Describe for us what that whole vibe was like, just being there. I'm sure it was, somewhat bittersweet.
Yeah, but to be honest, it was one of the most special nights I've experienced in a while. I can tell you that. Like, just everybody who was there, from in rehearsal, when we're dead there and we just have vibe. There was a spirit in rehearsal. And then Lauren Hill passed through rehearsal, she did it with YG, and it was just, and she just did it, just humble, like, I remember I kind of hit up myself beside her a little bit, and, I say, oh, more, I get a little one talk with, and it's like, she was so welcoming and thing, and, but it's like we're fanning out at the same time, but it's like, there's a respect, because, she's familiar with me and know me and certain things, so it's like just experiencing that, and then, when gang fly in and everybody dead and with their museum and then with their 9 Mile now and the whole it was like 1 week of just a different kind of energy. May I tell you that for sure. We did it with YG, them and the young youth, them yo and them a Trench Town, and then we did a Joshy a forward, and
I saw
him
that.
is a different youth, you know what I mean? And we are touch road with the youth them, and Mystic and her sister them and everybody, and it's like it's a real family vibes. I'm love to see how the next generation of youths are take up the mantle now, and that's our next special thing to see. You know what I mean? So seeing Johan kind of host the first segment of the show, and Jesse Dede and Proto Forward and everybody, it was a vibe. And then when we see Zilla, Steve, Sizzler and Capleton on the stage same time, I'm just watch them right side of the stage, and it's a different energy. It's a different energy. These are like 4 pillars of my influence, just sharing a vibe together up on stage. And we can just imagine how it was for the average fan. You know what I mean? It was special, truly special.
What would you say is your takeaway from just, being around the Marleys? Because you're not only, yes, you're doing a lot of work with Gong, but, you interact with Steven. And I remember the last time I saw Joe Mercer Marley was at Best of the Best in Miami. And you were there, on stage almost like a crutch for him. You know what I mean? Like I kind of observed and saw that whole vibe. But what is the takeaway for you, Kabaka? Just being around them and,
I mean, for me, it's just all about the importance of legacy, and I see how they take the legacy of their father, Bob Marley, so seriously, Rita Marley, and yeah, the family is almost like a dynasty, and you're watching it. 'Cause right now, I watch whole heap of shows about monarchic dynasties and thing. And it's like, when I really think about the Marley family, it's really like that, and different ones kind of have their their domains and their kingdoms and different sects. So me, you don't know, Zilla, am I a general, you know what I mean? And Steve by extension, certain way. And it's like, you know, just watching that and seeing, just observing how they interact and how they embrace each other. And not only that, but like seeing the Marley Brothers going on the road in the US, because I feel like the US is a really critical market for touring, where, you know, if we really target the US right, you know, it can be a springboard for a lot of Jamaican artists to really take the music far. Because I see artists doing tours in the US where they're doing 15 to 20,000 people at just their show, their headlining. It's not like a festival, you know, and I see the Marley Brothers targeting that. I see Steve Marley, I see Zilla targeting that and going after penetrating that market. And to me, is a very noble thing for the entire industry, you know, because they don't really have to do that, you know. You know what I mean? Them music, them have catalog. It's like, but to really take on the grind of the road and do it on the level. So that's kind of where I'm getting a lot of inspiration from the Marley family right now. Seeing how them empire and them enterprise is structured. You know, you have the cafe, you have the Rowan of him beach house, you have, you know, Tough Gang, you have Ghetto Youth,
the cruise,
the cruise, you know, so
many elements,
groundbreaking things. You know, and I'm sure there's a lot of things in store.
And the
it's
movie,
like,
the Bob Marley One Love movie. Have you seen it?
You know, I've definitely seen it. You know what I mean? And it's such a great thing for Jamaica. It's such a great thing for reggae music. Such a great thing to see the different sides of Bob himself. And, you know, and yeah, it's just a great thing. And I love the Rastafari representation in the music as well.
Absolutely. Love it. Love it. No, Kabaka, I couldn't have you here and not ask you, these questions. Oftentimes, you naysayers, whether it's on X or just social media in general, there is just this conversation to say, whenever you should speak out about issues, whether issues affecting the music, the government, the country, people always tend to say you are selective in the things that you choose to speak about. What do you say to persons who are of that impression, thinking that, you're not talk about the things them?
Yeah, I think people take certain things for granted, and it's like, just imagine if you show up to work every day and just start talking about every single thing will bother you, and you all say it in the presence of your boss, them, or whoever it is. Like, that are gonna create a problem. Eventually, them are gonna cut you. It's like, and that's the reality. Like, I don't think people like really putting things in perspective. Like, we've seen over the years the damage to the music industry based on ones just openly expressing everything where them have an issue with. And it's not that I don't have an issue with certain things. Of course I have an issue with certain things. But I have to be smart about what I do. At the end of the day, me have people to feed, and me have a wide team that depend on me. If me just start open my mouth about every single problem, what happened to Kabaka? And then what ever happened to one of the man them out there where securing this reggae industry so that other artists can go on and continue the legacy and the tradition? It's like, if you even His Majesty chose his words wisely. He never just speak about every single little thing where I go on. And it's like, people might see that and say, oh, Kabaka, Ray, and people define Rasta by a certain era of the militant era of Rastafari and the era where, the bonfire era, which is an era where me growing up, and I've been very much influenced by that. And if it was up to me alone and thing, it may probably be that same thing and just a bonfire upon everything where me I see. But we see the results of it. We see where so many artists couldn't go up on tour, and then these artists and these bands from other countries end up taking over the industry, and now we are subjugated to some of them within the industry, you know, and we don't have our biggest artists doing the biggest shows internationally. And that's just a reality. And a lot of that come down to certain things that were said and the restrictions that were imposed upon artists. So we, as the ones them know, we're learning from other people, not necessarily mistakes. Cause I'm not wrong, you know, I'm free to say whatever I want to say, you know. But you have to acknowledge that there's repercussions for certain things. You know what I mean? So I will always choose to speak on the thing that will matter to me and feel like it will have the most effect. So when I talk about trample them and I talk about child molestation addresses a root cause issue, you know, where a lot of the trauma that results from that end up resulting in other issues where you are sick. You know, and if you don't stop the trauma where children go through, them now go resort to them. If you stop it, them now go resort to certain things. You understand? And certain expressions because them don't have that kind of mental block. You know, so when I speak about things, I speak about the root cause of the issue them and things where, you understand, like, you know, people upset about the whole thing where they, and, you know, I met the tweet after I saw Valiant's video. And it's like, you know, nobody never ever really come to me and asked me to speak on what was my opinion in. And that was the thing, you know, and all of these places, them run with articles and them say about Kabaka, burn out the artists and Kabaka, I talk about this and him not. My issue with that, you know, was, you know, Valiant can do it. He's a young artist. He might go do what he want to do to create excitement. But to me, when I look through the comments and the video, it's like, man, I said, nobody in Jamaica don't see this as offensive to Rasta. You know, and that was my thing. Like, to me, it's really the population. Me, I say, that's interesting. You know, no reaction to this. You know, the artist can do what he want to do. Him, you know, him free to do what he want to do. And he's a talented youth, super talented. And he even came on assigned on an interview, because them interview him. They never interview me, they interviewed him, and he said, yeah, he know that it would have caused a little commotion.
Controversy,
yeah, a little controversy. Artists do that, they know. But my thing is, me's a Rasta you. You know, me not eat meat for 22 years. You know, me grow my locks. I get turned down from job interview because of my precept and my beard. Me fight the fight with this thing. You understand? So when, you know, if somebody come out and say, you know, man, I live like Muslim and I wear the hijab and I do all kind of things, and the whole Muslim community would have come down and
they'd find it offensive.
You know, but Kabaka Pyramid alone find this thing offensive. I found that interesting. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's like, as I said, Valiant, a good artist. You know, him sing some songs that I don't approve of on certain topics and certain things. He's a good artist. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with him per se. It's more, where are we as a people? Do we really respect Rastafari? Rastafari, that is a part of the identity of Jamaica. Like, do we really respect that? And don't come talk to Kabaka Pyramid about artists who have locks, but they are not Rasta. And say about I should be talking about them, because no, artists who is not Rasta, that have nothing to do with me. You understand? So that are really my views about the whole thing. But, you know, I was a little disappointed with all that thing that it turned out.
Play out, yeah. I can imagine. And, you know, time is chipping away, and I have two final questions because I can't make a leave without asking you these questions. Family life, talk to us. What is your balance with the family and music?
Yeah. I mean, you know, I think family life is important. You know, I always try for, when I'm not on tour, you know, I try to spend as much time with my family as possible. That's why I'm back and forth, Florida, Jamaica, you know what I mean? And yeah, it's important to me, you know, to be that kind of grounding force within the family too, and keep the connections with everybody. You know what I mean? And yeah.
Your response is so vague. Are you a dad? Your response is so vague. Are you a daddy? And what is the most?
No, I'm not.
Not yet. Okay.
Not yet.
Okay. Because I know, you know, you just skirt around.
No, but if you want to ask that.
Yeah,
but, you know,
I did. I just.
Yeah, you understand? So we still kind of, I look for the right one for kind of set the foundation with that.
And that's very, very important, because, you know, it doesn't make any sense you just get somebody and start a family and, you know, couple months down the line, you're having regrets.
Yeah, I've seen where families, split apart because there's imbalance. So for me, it has to be the right balance. And I think that's one of the reasons why I've been so, not just wild and loose when it comes to certain things. You know what I mean? It's like there's a discipline there where I know say if it ever be a stressful situation, I'd rather avoid it. You know what I mean? And not just stressful on me, but why you grow up in an environment where there's consistent arguments and all of them kind of things.
It's
so it's
hostile.
very important for me to establish the right foundation.
And it's not being too picky for people who I think say might be too picky. You have to really make sure it's right.
I just not lucky like that so far still. But we just patient.
And finally, a quote from Kabaka. The youth them time now. We have to give them little guidance and energy. And this was a quote that you made on one of your social media posts. Now, what's your advice to the next generation of dancehall and reggae entertainers who are listening right now?
I would say, to take responsibility for what you do. And it's very important that if we're conscious of who we are, to understand that we have influence and know that how are we using our influence? Are we using it for positive or is it for negative? And that's the thing. There are, around us that we can't see. There's angelic forces, there's demonic forces out there. And that's just the reality. And depending on what you are doing, you can get the assistance from angelic forces or demonic forces. If the demon them say you are doing a certain thing where can help them are gonna give you energy. And you can achieve great success with that. But to me, I would rather attract the angelic forces, the godly forces towards what I'm doing and give me energy to effect positive within the world and within the wider universe. Because at the end of the day, we are soul beings. We're not just physical beings. And everything we do, it has an impact within the spiritual world as well, even though we can't see it and we don't necessarily see the effects. So what goes around comes around, everything is karma. So we can live for today and just do, whatever it is for make money and forget hype and get attention, but it will all circle back around. It will all circle forward. So, it's good to be mindful of these things. And I just want the youth them know that, we have that responsibility as leaders and as artists, because artists is that central force where, is an artist changed my life, and that's the type of influence we do have, and it's real.
Wow, Kabaka Pyramid, thank you so much. We definitely have to do a part 2. I knew from the get-go that your story could not be told in 1 hour. So we hope you're open to a part 2. But we are truly grateful for this conversation. And can I tell you something? The messages are coming in for you. This person says, road to success, up full. Great job, Kishima. Keep doing what you're doing. I was listening to hear the big controversy that was around the camp. Hashtag big up Shanga Beng. Big up Kabaka Pyramid. And this person says, big up Kabaka, for real. One of the best current generation of artists keeping reggae alive. This person says, respecting a Rastafari. Love this. And big up is coming from Marta the Barber in Augustone. Him said, locked in, blessings Kishima. Well done, Kabaka Pyramid. Great out of you, Kishima. The art is so powerful and show up some of the people them out there that's doing the wrong. Bless up yourself every time, Kabaka Pyramid. This one says, big up to Kabaka Pyramid. It's coming from Ricardo Portius. And Ricochet, Waterhouse Massive. So look here. Well done, for a next motivational interview. Big up yourself, Kabaka Pyramid, the artist, real conscious, and it's coming from Samakan and the Felons Clique and the entire Waterhouse Massive. Locked in. Big up yourself, Ricochet. And this one say, we know the journey, we know the journey long. Can't tell in a 1 hour. We need a part 2 right now. And this one says, lovely interview. I love to listen to Kabaka. Blessings is coming from Myrna in Cascade, Portland. And this one said, need to hear Kabaka do a little rap, you know. One Fireside is coming from Malvern. Now the people them out and they're talking. Well, Kabaka, thank you so much. Truly grateful for this reasoning, and it was worth the wait.
Give thanks, man. Likewise, man. Really appreciate of it. You know, give thanks, Kishin.
All right, bless up. Kabaka Pyramid from the Grammy-winning album. This one is titled Grateful. It features Jamari Morgan.
Radio.
Love.